Hola yourself. Hola Joanna. Hey, what's up, Antonia? Um, make sure you type in your name. Make sure I know who everybody is. You guys come up with these different usernames all the time. So whoever's last name is Garcia, make sure you type in your name. All right. Oh, what's up, Ivan? Okay. Um, Natalie, what's up? All right. Today we're doing prime and composite. Um, just want to remind you of that. I'm going to remind you of the fifth grade version of prime and composite. Then I'm going to teach you the sixth grade version of prime and composite, so you'll know what to expect next year. All right. Miguelito, what's up, Miguelito? All right. Um, this is page. We're gonna be on page 18 today. All right. All right. Page 18. All right. We're gonna do one, two, three, and four. Now, some of you, your parents asked me, what to do. What do you need to do? Is there anything you need to turn in? The answer is yes. Every time we do a lesson online, I want you to go to Education Galaxy and I want you to go to skill practice. Once you log in to Education Galaxy, go to skill practice, and then from there, I want you to do the skill practice for the lesson for today. All right. So today we're doing 5.48. We're doing prime and composite. All right. So after I finish, I want you to go to Education Galaxy, and I want you to go to skill practice once you log in, and then find prime and composite on there and do the skill practice. So when I log in, I can see if you actually did it. All right. Where's everybody at? Everybody's dropping off. There's only a couple people here. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna get started with number one. Okay. Hey, Michaela, what's up? Um, Again, we're doing prime and composite today. All right. I'm gonna do four problems, and then I'm gonna show you the sixth grade version of prime and composite. All right. I'm good, Natalie. I've been good. How you been? All right. I'm gonna be doing number one. Okay. All right. What's up, darling? All right. So in number one, I have fifth grade, sixth, seventh, and eighth. All right. Fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, grade. All right. 14 girls, 15 girls, 13 girls, 19 girls, 22 boys, 23 boys, 17 boys, and 21 boys. All right. This is the table from number one. All right. On page 18. All right. Now, the type of problem is prime and composite. Right. So what I want to do, I want you to remember the difference between prime and composite. All right. So over here, I'm going to write the difference between prime and composite. All right. Prime numbers. A number is prime if you can only multiply one times itself. So, for instance, 7 is prime. Mr. Trahan, how do you know 7 is prime? Because I can only multiply 1 times 7 to equal 7. You say, Mr. Trahan, that's not true. You can multiply 2 times 3.5. That equals 7. Prime and composite numbers only deal with whole numbers. All right? They don't deal with fractions or decimals or anything like that. Prime and composite only deals with whole numbers. Right? So 7, the whole number 7 is a prime number because the only whole numbers I can multiply to get 7 is 1 times 7. So a prime number is if you multiply 1 times itself. Right? There's no other whole numbers that I can multiply to get 7 besides 1 times 7. Now, on the other hand, a composite number is a number where you can multiply more than just 1 times itself. So you have composite numbers have more than one way. More than one way to multiply to equal that number. All right. So you know a number is composite. Hey, Beaverland. You know a number is composite if it has more than one way to multiply to equal that number. All right. So give me an example. All right. 16. 16 is composite. You say, Mr. T, how do you know 16 is composite? Because I have 1 times 16, I have 2 times 8, and I have 4 times 4. If I have more than one way to multiply to equal that number, then it's composite. Okay? Now, before we start, I want to make sure y'all know, does anybody have any questions about the difference between prime and composite? Because if you don't know them, then you're not going to understand this. So at this time, if you have a question between whether a number is prime or whether a number is composite, type it in now, because you're not going to understand when I'm actually doing the work. So if you have a question, type it in now. If you don't, then you can put the no question symbol. It's the circle with the little line drawn. All right. Now, if you've been in my class all year long, you should know the difference between prime and composite because I tried to hammer that home. All right. So at the end of this lesson, I'm gonna give you a 6th grade version of prime and composite so you guys can see. All right, Ivan's good. Okay, cool. Beaverland's good. Okay. All right, cool. Michaela, you good? All right, we're gonna move on. All right. So, question number 1 says the table below shows the number of girls and boys who tried out for the soccer team. Right? So this table represents what grade the kids was in and whether they was girl or boy. All right? And it says which grade had a prime number of girls and a prime number of boys tried for the soccer team. Basically, which one of these grades had two prime numbers, right? So in fifth grade, to answer a question, all you have to do is know whether the number's prime or composite. And I told you, we're going to label them P or C. P if it's prime, C if it's composite, right? So based on P and C, you'll be able to tell whether the answer is prime or composite. And in this case, it says which grade had a prime number of girls and a prime number of boys. So you're looking for which grade has a P and a P, right? Both numbers are prime, okay? So all you got to do is go every number, look at it, and label it either prime or composite, all right? That's what we're going to do, all right? Now, all you have to ask yourself is, to get this number, do I only multiply one times itself, or can I multiply more than one way to get that number? If you only can multiply one way, the number is prime. If you can multiply more than one way, it's composite. All right. So if we look at 14, I know 14 times 1, but you also can multiply 2 times 7, which means 14 is composite. Right? 22, 1 times 22, 2 times 11. All right? So that's composite. Grade 6. 15 is 1 times 15 and 5 times 3. Composite. 23, I told you, is my favorite prime number because you only can multiply 1 times 23. And 23 is Jordan number. That's my favorite prime number. All right? Now, grade 7. I already showed you 7 is, grade 7, 13 is 1 times itself. Because the only thing I can multiply to get 13 is 1 times 13. Prime. Right? 17. The only numbers I can multiply to get 17 is 1 times 17. 1 times itself. So that's prime. Right? 8th grade. The only numbers I can get 19 is 1 times 19. All right? But 21 is 1 times 21, and it's also 3 times 7. So 21 is composite. All right? Hey, Yaylin, what's going on? Let me move up close. I'm trying to get that glare out, kids. It's a glaring screen. All right? I was trying to get that glare out. But anyway, now your question says which grade had a prime number of girls and a prime number of boys. So girls should be a P and boys should be a P, which means seventh grade has a prime number, which means the answer is C. All right? Good, Yesel. All right, Yesel put the letter C in there. All right? Because the number of girls is prime and the number of boys is prime, the answer is seventh grade, which is C on your answer choice. All right? Any questions about number 1? All right, Natalie say she good. Ivan's good. Okay. If you have any questions, you can type them in. If not, I'm going to start on number 2. All right. Number 2 is talking about the Eagles football team. It says an Eagles football team uses only composite numbers on their jerseys. Each of the following numbers could have been on a jersey except which one of these numbers. All right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put the answer choices on here. A, my marker's drying out. My son probably had my marker. My son probably had my marker and let it dry out. All right. I'm going to blame Austin on this one. All right. A is 27. B is 37. C is 81. And D is 93. All right. Now, what they're saying is only composite numbers go on the jersey. They're saying only composite numbers go on jerseys. Right? That's their team rule or whatever when it comes to the jersey. All right? So the question says each of the following numbers could have been on a jersey except which one? If only composite numbers go on the jerseys and you're looking for the one that's except this number, that means you're looking for the only prime number because only composite numbers go on the jersey. But when it said except, that means all of these are composite except one of the numbers, which means it's prime. All right? So you're looking for the number that's prime. All right? Now, when we were in class, I told you about the rule of 2, the rule of 3, and the rule of 5. I want to review that with y'all real quick. The rule of 2 rule of 3, and the rule of 5. All right. Now, the rule of 2 says if the numbers are even, they can turn from prime to composite. Well, none of these numbers are even. So the rule of 2 don't work on any of these numbers. All right? The rule of 5 says if a number ends in a 5 or a 0, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if the number ends in a 5 or a 0, the rule of 5 works on the number. Well, none of these numbers end in a 5 or a 0. So the rule of 5 don't work. But you can use the rule of 3 on these numbers. All right? If the rule of 3 works on the number, it's not prime because the rule of 3 works, which means 3 is another factor. All right? So the rule of 3 says add the numbers. In the rule of 3, you got to add the numbers together, then skip count by 3. So if you can add the numbers and skip count by 3, then the rule of 3 works. For example, 27. 2 plus 7 equals 9, which means I can skip count 3, 6, 9. That means A is composite because the rule of 3 works. So A is not the answer. Prime. But again, you cannot skip count by 3 to get to 10. 3, 6, 9, 12, not 10. So right now, it looks like B is the answer. All right? But we're going to keep going. 8 plus 1 equals 9. So we can do 3, 6, 9. So that means 81 is composite. But again, we're looking for the except one. So we're looking for the one that's except. So all these are composite. We're looking for the only one that's prime. Right? Now, 9 plus 3 is 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Because the ruler works, we know that's composite too. So all of these are only composite numbers except for B, which is why B is the answer. All right? I see Yacel got it right. Good job, Yacel. Make sure y'all hit the like button at the top, okay? And I see Miguelito got it right too. Good job, Miguelito. All right. Any questions? You can type it in, and I'll be getting ready for number 3, okay? All right, number 3, it says Clara was supposed to shade all the prime numbers on the chart, and her finished chart was below. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make her chart, and I'm going to shade the numbers that she shaded, and we're going to see if she left any numbers out. Right. So she had a chart, right? She had a chart. All right. All right. So now I'm making my chart look like Clara's, right? Let me put the numbers in. All right. Now I got Clara's chart. Now I'm about to shade the numbers that she had shaded, right? She had 7 shaded, 11 shaded, 13 shaded, 17 shaded, 19 shaded, 23 shaded. All right. Now, the question says, which of the following best describes Clara's chart? All right. A, B, C, D. All right. A says some composite numbers. All right. B says not all prime numbers. C says shaded all prime numbers. And D says should not shade 9 and She should have not shaded 11 and 19. All right. Now, what Clara was supposed to do, it says Clara was supposed to shade all the prime numbers on the chart. So all you have to do is go through the chart to see which one is prime and which one is composite. And the prime ones should be shaded. All right. Now, 6 is composite because I have 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. So 6 is good. It shouldn't be shaded. 7, you already know, 7 is prime because you only have 1 times 7. So she shaded it. That's good. All right. 8 is composite. 1 times 8, 2 times 4. 9 is composite. 1 times 9, 3 times 3. 10 is composite. 1 times 10, 2 times 5. 11 is prime. Only 1 times 11. But it is shaded, so she good. That means D is wrong because D says Clara should not have shaded the 11. But 11 is prime. 11, you only have 1 times 11. So that means D is wrong. All right. Now, 12. 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. Good, it's composite. 13 is only 1 times 13. Good, it should be shaded. 14. 1 times 14, 2 times 7. Good. 15. 1 times 15, 3 times 5. Good. Remember, if there's more than one way to multiply to equal that number, it's composite and it shouldn't be shaded. She should have only shaded prime. All right. 16. 1 times 16, 2 times 8, 4 times 4. Again, 16 is composite. All right. Good. 17 is prime. You only have 1 times 17. 18. 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6. Good. It's composite. 19 is only 1 times 19. 20. 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. 21. 1 times 21 and 3 times 7. 22. 1 times 22, 2 times 11. 23, I told you is my favorite prime number. 24 is 1 times 2. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 6 times 4. All right, and 25, 1 times 25 and 5 times 5. So, are some of the composite numbers shaded? No, all the composite numbers are good. A is wrong. Not all the prime numbers are shaded. She did. She shaded all the prime numbers. That's wrong. Which means the answer is C. She did shade. She shaded all the prime numbers. All right. Good, Yesel. You're doing really good today. All right. Any questions about number 3? Again, all you have to do to solve these problems is label the numbers in the problem prime or composite. Sorry, y'all hear my dog in the background? I think the Amazon truck just came by. All right. Number 4, which composite numbers has the following prime numbers? Right? So the prime numbers is 2, 3, and 3. 2 is prime, 2 times 1. 3 is prime, 3 times 1. And another 3 is prime. All right? So it says, which composite number has the following number? A, B, C, or D? Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Guys ringing my damn doorbell. But anyway, number 4 is going to teach you about middle school. All right. So I'm going to get you back on number 4. All right. Now we're going to switch over to how they do prime and composite in middle school. All right. So number 4 says, which composite number has the following prime factors? So these are factors. Now, you said, Mr. T, I forgot what you said about factors, right? Factors are the numbers that you multiply to get that number, right? So basically it's saying which one of these numbers, 8, 9, 18, or 233, which one of these numbers has these numbers as factors? A factor is a number that you multiply. So, which one of these has these numbers as factors? Which one of these can I multiply these numbers to get the answer, right? So, all I have to do is multiply these numbers and it's going to tell me which one it is. Because a factor is a number that you multiply. So, if I do 2 times 3 times 3, it should tell me which one of these is correct. 2 times 3 is 6. And 6 times 3 is 18, which means the answer is C. All right? These are factors of a number, right? Which means if it's a factor of the number, it means you have to multiply those factors to get the number, right? So if you ever hear about what are the factors of a number, that means what are the numbers that are multiplied to get that number, right? Again, 2, 3, and 3. 2 times 3 is 6, and then 6 times the other 3 is 18. All right? So anytime you're looking for factors of a number, you're looking for which numbers multiply up to get that number. All right? Now, I'm going to give you another example. Then I'm going to show you how to do it in 6th grade way, and then we'll be done for today. All right. Miguelito, give me a number. Give me a number that you think is composite. You can type in any number, Miguel. Hey, Juana, I see you here. What's up, Juana? Miguel, give me a number. Give me a number so we can do prime and composite. I'm gonna show you how to find factors of the number. All right, Yesel, give me a number. Type in a number. All right, Miguelito said 2. All right, we're gonna start with Miguelito's number. Then Yesel, give me a number, okay? So if we have the number 2, right? So now you ask yourself, what are the factors of 2? What numbers can I multiply to get 2? What whole numbers can I multiply to get 2? Well, the only thing I can come up with, Miguelito, is to get 2, I have 1 times 2. All right? I don't know any other numbers that can multiply to get 2, right? And because I don't know any numbers to multiply to get 2, 2 is prime. Because I said prime numbers are only 1 times itself. See? 2 is prime because it's only 1 times 2. Right? These are the factors of 2. These are the factors of 2. These are the numbers that you can multiply to get 2. All right? Now I'm going to do your sales number. Your sales says 25. All right? Now, your sales says 25. So to get your sales number, do 1 times 25, or I can do 5 times 5. All right? 1 times 25 and 5 times 25. I mean, 5 times 5 is 25. So 25 is composite because I have more than one way to multiply to equal that number. All right? Because I can find 25 2 different ways, 25 is composite. All right? Any questions about this? All right? Now, this is the end of 5th grade prime and composite. Now I'm about to show you a little bit of 6th grade prime and composite. Then we're done for today. Any questions about 5th grade prime and composite, you can go ahead and type it in. If no, you can put the symbol with the line drawn through. All right. All right. So in 5th grade, you only needed to know the difference between prime and composite. In 6th grade, it gets a little bit more complex. Right? It's a little bit more difficult. You're gonna break it down a little bit more. All right. So in 6th grade, you're gonna do what they call, this is 5th grade. 5th grade is just knowing prime and composite. But in 6th grade, you're gonna do what they call prime factorization. That's 6th grade. All right. Prime factorization. The key is prime factors. Right? So I've explained this to some of my kids before, but in case you don't remember what I said, prime factorization that you're going to do in 6th grade, it's when you turn composite numbers, into prime factors. All right? So the goal of 6th grade, when you do prime and composite, the goal of 6th grade prime factorization is I'm going to turn composite numbers into prime factors. Remember, a factor is numbers you can multiply. So, Mr. T, what do you mean? I'm going to take the composite numbers and I'm going to figure out what prime factors can I multiply to get that composite. Basically, I'm just going to break it down into multiplying only prime numbers. That's it. All right. So I'm going to start off with something easy. All right. I want to take the number 100. All right. Now 100 is composite. How do I know 100 is composite? Because you have 1 times 100, you have 2 times 50, 4 times 25, 10 times 10. You have a whole bunch of ways to multiply to get 100. So 100 is composite right now. It's still in 5th grade version. To make 100 into 6th grade version, I have to do prime factorization. I got to break 100 down into only prime numbers. Ready? Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to type in, I want somebody to type in, what numbers can I multiply to get 100? Type that in. I just want somebody, anybody tell me. Just type in one way that I can multiply to get 100. All right, good. Your cell says 10 times 10, right? So we're going to take what your cell said. Now, the question is, yourself, is 10 times 10 prime or composite? Well, 10 is composite, and this 10 is composite. How do I know it's composite? Because 1 times 10, 2 times 5 is more than one way to multiply to get 10. What that means is you're not done. You need to do prime factorization. You need to turn them composite numbers into prime factors, which means you got to break down these 10s some more. All right? Now, how do I break down 10? Can anybody tell me what numbers multiply to get 10? Type it in. All right, good, yourself. Yourself says 5 times 2. That's exactly right. So I'm going to do 2 times 5 right here, 2 times 5, and then 2 times 5 right here, right? Because it's still the same, and that's 10. So 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 5 is 10. All right, now yourself, what type of numbers are 2 and what type of numbers are 5? Well, 2 is prime because I only have 1 times 2. So 2 is prime, which means this 2 is also prime. Right? And what type of number is 5? Well, 5 is also prime because 5 times 1 is 5. That's the only way you can multiply to get 5 when you're talking about whole numbers. So 5 is also prime. Now you are done. Now you are done because you have turned the composite number into prime factors. You started out with 100, but I broke it down into 10 times 10. Well, 10 is still composite and that 10 is still composite. But when you broke the 10 down, you got 2 times 5 prime prime. 2 times 5, prime, prime. So now you have all prime factors. But if you multiply this out, kids, you're going to get back to 100. If you don't believe me, just multiply it out. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. And 20 times 5, you're back at the 100. This is the prime factorization of 100. All right? I broke 100 down into only prime numbers. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 5, 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. 20 times 5 is 100. All right? So in 6th grade, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take a big composite number and you're going to break it down into only prime numbers. All right? I know y'all like, wow, Mr. T, that's crazy. But that's what you're going to do in 6th grade. All right? We good? All right? Now, for some of you who have never seen this, I'm going to do one more, and then we done for today. All right? Natalie, give me a number. Type in a number, Natalie. Any number. Or make sure it's a composite number. Give me a big composite number. Natalie? I was waiting on Natalie. Natalie, you hear me? Or anybody type in a big number. I'm going to do one more example, then we can be good for today. All right, Ivan said 52. All right. Now, Ivan, right now, 52 is composite. You said, Mr. T, how do I know 52 is composite? You know 52 is composite because 1 times 52 and it ends in a 2, which means it's even. So that means the rule of 2 works on 52. And if any one of them rules work, the number is composite. So I know 52 is composite. I might not know all the factors of 52, but I know 52 is composite. Right? Now you're saying, Mr. T, I'm trying to turn 52 into prime factors. Right? Prime factors, I'm going to turn this composite number into prime factors. Right? Now, the reason why you can't do 1 times 52 is because 1 is not prime or composite. 1 is neither. So you can't do 1 times 52. But you can do 2 times a number. Right? So if you think about money, 2 times 25 is 50. So that means 2 times 26 is 50 with 2 more on them. So 52 is 2 times 26. Right? But 52 is prime. In 52, 2 is prime, but 26 is still composite. So you say, Mr. T, how do you know 52 ain't finished yet? Well, I haven't turned it into all prime numbers. That's prime, but that's still composite, which means I need to break that down some more, right? So that means I'm gonna have to break 26 down some more, right? So this 2 is good. I'm still 2 times some number, right? Now 26. Well, 26 is even, so it's 2 times some number. Well, 2 times 13 is 26. Because 2 times 10 is 20, and 2 times 3 is 6. So 10 and 3, that's 13. All right? Now, 2 is still prime. This 2 is still prime. And now 13 is also prime. Now this is your answer. This is the prime factorization of 52. I have turned the composite number 52 into prime factors. 2 is prime, 2 is prime, 13 is prime. All right? 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 13 is 52. How do I know? 4 times 3 is 12, and 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 52. 2 times 2 is 4, times 13. 4 times 13 is 52. This is the prime factorization of 52. All right? Now, that's your head start. In 6th grade, you're going to be doing that. Okay? All you're doing is starting with a composite number and breaking it down into all prime numbers. That's all. All right? Make sure you hit the like button if you like my lesson for today. And the only thing you have to do for homework every day is you go to Education Galaxy and you do the skill practice for today, which is 5.48 prime and composite. So as soon as you log in, go to skill practice, look for prime and composite, and all you got to do is do the skill practice one time for today, because I can log in and I can see it. All right. Any questions for me? You can type it in. If you don't have any questions, you can put the circle with the line drawing through it. Yesel, you don't have a computer? Yesel, what I want you to do is I want you to call the school. Call the school, call the front office, and Mr. Wiseman has some. All right, so you can call the front office. All right, anybody else? Ivan, you said Michael L. What'd you say, Ivan? All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I'll see y'all here tomorrow at 11. Okay. All right. Love y'all. Peace. Oh, you said your computer is not working. Okay. All right, Ivan. You can call the school as well. Call the school to see if they can give you one. Okay. All right. Peace out. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 11.